Captain, priority message, audio only, coming through.
Patch it to the computer in my ready room.
Priority 1 message from Admiral Zarvax. Hello, Captain. Your orders are to intercept and investigate the USS MSO. They have vital information for any crew members aboard the USS University who wish to start or further their education using military benefits. Good luck.
All officers report to the briefing room. I've received a message from Admiral Zarvox. He wants us to intercept the USS MSO. It seems they have beneficial information for all crew members of our USS University.
Sir, the USS MSO is commanded by Captain Martin.
Yes, I ran into him several times at the academy. Dismissed. Torres, plot a course to Vulcan.
Plotting course, Captain.
Some info we've gathered from USS MSO is that our crew members can obtain education funding from their parents' post-9/11 GI Bill. We are investigating further.
Very well. Warp Factor 8.
Yes, sir.
Engage.
We have a writer Vulcan, sir.
Open hailing frequencies.
Hailing frequencies are open, sir.
This is military services.
Hello, Captain Martin. Me and my crew would like to ask you some questions. What is the MSO and purposes of it, and what do you do?
Okay, basically the Military Services Office here at UTEP is a facilitation office. We handle and process the paperwork for students of the military umbrella, as we come to call it, meaning active duty component, Guard reservists who are here at the university under tuition assistance programs. We also handle the various chapters of the GI Bill funding for veterans and all qualified dependents. And we also facilitate the education packets for Hazelwood, which is a state of Texas education benefit. It's essentially a tuition waiver up to 150 credit hours, regardless of the level. So for veterans, for instance, in the state of who enter the military in the state of Texas, after they exhaust their GI Bill funding, they could use their Hazelwood to pursue up to a doctorate. And we have several students here at the university that are actually in that essential track where they start off under one of the GI Bill chapters and then process up to their higher degree with Hazelwood tuition assistance. And Hazelwood is also able to be transferred over to qualified dependents of the veterans, mostly children, unless the dependent is 100% disabled, then it can go to the spouse.
What events do you and your crew participate in at the academy?
Some of the events that we do participate in as a Military Services Office are events such as any of our open houses known as Orange and Blue Day during the spring and fall semesters. We also participate in currently transfer orientation. We'll have personnel deployed to that event for information tables. Any other event that is military or veteran related that we're asked to participate in at whatever level. Mostly it's for information or for education purposes.
Do you offer your services to anyone not affiliated with the military?
Unfortunately, because of the nature of our office, we are only restricted to students who have some sort of military affiliation. So if that affiliation is active Guard or Reserve, veteran status, or they're the family member dependent thereof, then they would fall under our umbrella. Those students who are not military personnel, we generally don't assist, primarily because we don't have any services or programs that are for non-military, non-veteran, or dependent family member students. We do facilitate some facets of ROTC, but again, that falls under the military umbrella. But for the most part, ROTC is handled by the Military Sciences Department.
What does being part of the USS MSO mean to your crew?
To us, most of the people who work in this office are somehow military affiliated. Most of our student staff are work studies. With the exception of one, all of us are veterans. Our permanent party staff are also very patriotic. We currently have a director and 2 other assistant certifying officials here at the office, both of which are outstanding. Our director is very focused, very driven with her job. Those of us who are student staff, to include myself, for us it's continuing on the mission and taking care of our fellow military, fellow veterans and their family members, and helping them to pursue their education and hopefully lead to a very successful future.
If you are a dependent of a veteran or an active duty member of the military, can you acquire their GI Bill?
Students who are a qualified dependent or family member of a veteran or a service member under post 9/11 GI Bill and also state of Texas Hazelwood, they can, yes, have that veteran in question's education benefits transferred to them. There is a very straightforward process where the veteran would go through, in the case of the GI Bill funding, and authorize X percentage of their benefit to be utilized by their son or daughter. And similar with the Hazelwood benefit, it's fairly straightforward, and that's how a lot of our younger students who fall under the military umbrella are going to school, is their parents were military, either active duty or they're now veterans, and their parents' benefits have been transferred to them to help pay for college.
Do you cover just one branch of the military?
We cover all branches of the uniformed services, which includes Army, Air Force, Navy, Marine Corps, and Coast Guard. Presently, we have students from all 5 main branches attending our university, both here on campus physically, as well as several service members who are currently active duty and deployed forward down to Afghanistan and other foreign countries, who are taking classes here at UTEP online through the distance learning modules.
Do you help members who are called upon to their posts even when they are actively going to school?
Actually, some of our student staff up in the front office are Guard and reservists. And anytime any student, like in the scenario you had proposed, where they are a guardsman or a reservist and they are activated and they're still a student here at the university actively pursuing classes, our office does work with the registrar and the different departments to an extent to help facilitate that student's ability to continue classes. And if for whatever reason they are unable to come to any kind of program alternate to where they can continue their classes as they deploy forward or whatnot, let's say for instance it's a lab and they just can't take it because they can't attend a lab physically in the combat zone, then our office will work with the registrar's office and the departments to see that those students are released without penalty due to government service, which is a federal law. So it's something that we have had happen, and it's just a part of the job here.
Thank you for your time, Captain Martin.
Goodbyes are forever. Farewell is temporary.
You can find the Military Services Building in the library in room 127. The office number is 915-747-5342, and the fax number is 915-747-5392, and it's open from Monday through Friday from 8 to 5.
She packed my bags last night. Pre-flight. 0 hour. 9 a.m. And I'm gonna be high as a kite by then. I miss the Earth so much. I miss my wife. It's lonely out in space. Mars ain't no place to raise a kid. In fact, it's cold as hell. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time till touchdown brings me round again to find that I'm not the man they think I am at home. Oh no. No, no.